Here with Dmitry Shapiro at the Web 2.0 conference, which I think we first met at Web 2.0 years ago.
I think it may have been.
Yes, back in your VO days.
Yeah.
So you now have a new company called?
It's called Anybeat.
Anybeat. And what is Anybeat?
Well, it's a public gathering place. If you think of it, in the old days, we had this ability to go online. If you ever used, for example, AOL chat rooms back in the day, or old forums or BBSs, we had a chance to go online and meet new people and interact with them. And we could use a pseudonym, and so we had all of the safety of anonymity, and yet the capability to go out and meet lots of new people. And this Facebook came around, we all started hanging out with our friends, family, and coworkers and other people we know. And this is a throwback to those old days, this ability to go and interact with strangers.
Okay, so why don't you show me? So you really want to bring it back to meeting new people instead of hanging out with the people that you know.
Right. Right. And so you have profiles in the system, and all the profiles are public. And you're able to use either your real name or a pseudonym. I'm using my real name, but many people on the service use a pseudonym. It doesn't have to identify you in the real world at all. You have a feed that you can post to, an about section that you can list lots of your different types of tastes and interests, and all of these things here are linked to a directory. And as you can see, I clicked on blues, and it will show me other people that are online right now that are interested in blues. I can then filter them by gender and age and location and various other things. We also have something called a public square, which are basically integrated forums. Sorry, the network here is a bit congested.
So these are forums that are based on interests?
These are forums that are based on various topics. And then people
are
interacting.
Just read them.
Well, so we've got politics and current events, music, entertainment, technology. There are many different topics. And people interact in these forums. And we're having network problems here. Go figure with demos.
Okay, well, what's the idea?
Well, so the idea is that you can go into these public areas and find things that interest you, interact with people, and then because everything is cross-linked, you can find an interesting conversation or an interesting comment, follow that person back to their profile, see everything that they've ever said on Anybeat, see what they're interested in, and then communicate with them.
And you also have Q&A, right, as a way to find new people.
Right, so we have a section called Questions that allows you to go through a large database of questions, choose which ones you want to answer, and all of that is associated to you. So over time you build...
So you see who else has answered those questions,
right,
and then maybe you can meet new people based on the questions they're interested in.
Exactly. You build a very large knowledge base around your profile over time, and because anyone can message anybody else, that's the culture here. You're encouraged to socialize, to meet new people.
And you always see who's online and who's not.
Exactly.
And you message through chat if they're online and through messaging if they're not.
If you're following each other, you can see each other in presence and instant message each other. And if you're not, you can simply send asynchronous messages to each other.
And do you see this as the anti-Facebook, or have you moved on from that?
No, not at all. I love Facebook. I use it every day, and I use it as a place to talk to my friends, family, and coworkers. But this is a place where I can go and be free. This is a place I can go and talk about politics and religion and sexuality and all those kinds of things. I would never dare discuss on Facebook, because Facebook is a serious tool that is checked by employers and lawyers and all of that stuff. It's not a place to have open conversations. It's a place to interact with a close group of people that you know, and you're specifically discouraged from friending people on Facebook. And this is a place where you go to meet new people and socialize.